Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting two bodies. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. You will never do anything in this world without courage. It is the greatest quality of the mind next to honor. Anybody can become angry. That is easy. But to be angry with the right person and to the right degree and at the right time and for the right purpose and in the right way, that is not within everybody's power and is not easy. At his best, man is the noblest of all animals. Separated from law and justice, he is the worst. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. He who is unable to live in society, or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself, must be either a beast or a god. The ideal man bears the accidents of life with dignity and grace, making the best of circumstances. Republics decline into democracies and democracies degenerate into despotisms. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees the others. The ultimate value of life depends upon awareness and the power of contemplation rather than upon mere survival. Moral excellence comes about as a result of habit. We become just by doing just acts, temperate by doing temperate acts, brave by doing brave acts. It is just that we should be grateful, not only to those with whose views we may agree, but also to those who have expressed more superficial views, for these also contributed something, by developing before us the powers of thought. Jealousy is both reasonable and belongs to reasonable men, while envy is base and belongs to the base. For the one makes himself get good things by jealousy, while the other does not allow his neighbor to have them through envy. Suffering becomes beautiful when anyone bears great calamities with cheerfulness, not through insensibility but through greatness of mind. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than they who produce them, for these only gave them life, those the art of living well. Democracy is when the indigent, and not the men of property, are the rulers. It is best to rise from life as from a banquet, neither thirsty nor drunken. For one swallow does not make a summer, nor does one day, and so too one day, or a short time, does not make a man blessed and happy. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit. Probable impossibilities are to be preferred to improbable possibilities. Mothers are fonder than fathers of their children because they are more certain they are their own. To run away from trouble is a form of cowardice, and, while it is true that the suicide braves death, he does it not for some noble object but to escape some ill. We become just by performing just action, temperate by performing temperate actions, brave by performing brave action. A tyrant must put on the appearance of uncommon devotion to religion. Subjects are less apprehensive of illegal treatment from a ruler whom they consider God-fearing and pious. On the other hand, they do less easily move against him, believing that he has the gods on his side. I have gained this from philosophy, that I do without being commanded what others do only from fear of the law. The most perfect political community is one in which the middle class is in control, and outnumbers both of the other classes. The state comes into existence for the sake of life and continues to exist for the sake of good life. Persuasion is achieved by the speaker's personal character when the speech is so spoken as to make us think him credible. We believe good men more fully and more readily than others. This is true generally whatever the question is, and absolutely true where exact certainty is impossible and opinions are divided. If liberty and equality, as is thought by some, are chiefly to be found in democracy, they will be best attained when all persons alike share in government to the utmost. Every art and every inquiry, and similarly every action and choice, is thought to aim at some good, and for this reason the good has rightly been declared to be that at which all things aim. Hence poetry is something more philosophic and of graver import than history, since its statements are rather of the nature of universals, whereas those of history are singulars. All human actions have one or more of these 7 causes: chance, nature, compulsions, habit, reason, passion, desire. In making a speech one must study 3 points. First, the means of producing persuasion. Second, the language. Third, the proper arrangement of the various parts of the speech. Men create gods after their own image, not only with regard to their form but with regard to their mode of life. In a democracy the poor will have more power than the rich, because there are more of them, and the will of the majority is supreme. In poverty and other misfortunes of life, true friends are a sure refuge. The young they keep out of mischief, to the old they are a comfort and aid in their weakness, and those in the prime of life they incite to noble deeds. Democracy arises out of the notion that those who are equal in any respect are equal in all respects. Because men are equally free, they claim to be absolutely equal. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.